You're scrolling through Instagram right now, and there he is again, your buddy from high school. New BMW in the driveway, designer watch on his wrist, fancy dinner at that overpriced steakhouse downtown. And you're sitting there thinking, man, what am I doing wrong? How is everyone doing so well except me? But here's the thing, that guy, he's probably broke. Like, actually broke. And not just him. A scary number of people you see flexing online are one missed paycheck away from disaster. Today we're going through 7 signs that someone is faking wealth. And honestly, you might recognize some of these in yourself. That's okay. That's actually the point. Now, most people think being broke means having no money in your bank account, empty pockets, nothing to spend. But that's not how it works in real life. The most broke people I know have car payments, subscriptions, credit cards maxed out. They have money moving around. They're just bleeding it faster than it comes in. Real wealth isn't about what you drive or what you wear. It's about what you keep. What's quietly growing in the background while you sleep. And the fake rich? They're obsessed with looking wealthy instead of being wealthy. There's a massive difference. I'm Raul, by the way. And if you've ever felt confused about money, like the rules don't make sense, or everyone else got a manual you never received, hit subscribe, because that's exactly what this channel is about. Breaking down the real stuff about money that nobody teaches you. No fluff, no gatekeeping. Just honest talk about building actual wealth. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine 2 people. Both make $70,000 a year. Same job, same city, same age. Person A drives a brand new truck, has the latest iPhone, wears nice clothes, eats out every weekend. Person B drives a 10-year-old Honda, packs lunch, and honestly, dresses pretty basic. Now, who would you guess is richer if you saw them on the street? Exactly. Person A looks successful. But here's the twist. Person A has $400 in savings and $20,000 in credit card debt. Person B? Quietly sitting on $80,000 in investments and 0 debt. From the outside, Person A is winning, but financially, they're drowning. And Person B is building something real. This is what I mean by fake rich. It's a performance. It's theater. And most people are so caught up in the show, they don't realize they're the ones going broke while trying to look wealthy. Here's why this happens. We're wired for status, like deep in our brains. Back in the day, status meant survival. The guy with the biggest cave got the most respect. Fast forward to now, and that instinct hasn't gone anywhere. It just got hijacked by marketing. Companies spend billions convincing you that buying their stuff will raise your status, will make people respect you. And honestly, it works. In the short term, you buy the thing. You feel good for a minute. Then the feeling fades. And you need the next thing. It's a trap. A very expensive trap. And the crazy part is, the people you're trying to impress? They're too busy worrying about their own image to even notice yours. Let me show you how this plays out in real life. Imagine you get a raise at work, an extra $500 a month. Nice, right? Now, what do most people do? They upgrade. Nicer apartment, better car, more dinners out. This is called lifestyle creep, and it's silent. It doesn't feel like a problem because technically you can afford it. But here's the issue. Your income went up, but your savings didn't. Your wealth didn't grow. You just moved to a more expensive version of broke. And you won't feel broke because everything looks nicer, but you're still one emergency away from panic. That's fake rich. Okay, let's get into the 7 signs. Sign number 1, you finance everything. New couch? Financing. New phone? Payment plan. Vacation? Credit card. Here's the reality. If you have to finance something that isn't a house or maybe education, you probably can't actually afford it. Payment plans are designed to make expensive things feel cheap. But they're not cheap. You're just spreading the pain over time and paying interest while you do it. Real wealth means you save up and buy things outright, or you don't buy them at all. Sign number 2, you don't know your net worth. This one is huge. If I asked you right now what's your net worth, could you answer? Most people can't. They know their salary, maybe their rent, but they have no idea what they actually own versus what they owe. Your net worth is your financial scoreboard. If you don't know the score, how do you know if you're winning? Wealthy people track this obsessively. Fake rich people avoid looking at it because the number is scary. Sign number 3. You buy things to impress people you don't even like. Think about that for a second. How much of what you own is actually for you? And how much is for the image? That expensive watch. Who's it really for? The nice car. Are you driving it because you love driving, or because you want people to see you in it? This is a brutal question, but an honest one. Real wealth comes from spending on what genuinely matters to you, not performing for an audience that doesn't care. Sign number 4. You have no emergency fund. None. Zero. Or maybe a few $100 that would last you a week. Here's a stat that might shock you. Most Americans can't cover a $500 emergency without borrowing. $500. That's a car repair, a medical bill, a broken appliance, and most people would have to put it on a credit card and pray. If this is you, you're not rich. You're one bad month away from chaos. Building even a small emergency fund is step 1 of actual wealth. Sign number 5. You justify purchases with future money. I'll pay it off when I get my bonus. I'll handle it when I get my tax refund. I'll be making more next year anyway. Stop. This is gambling with money you don't have yet. Things happen. Bonuses get cut. Refunds are smaller than expected. Jobs get lost. Wealthy people only spend money they already have. That's it. The moment you start spending future money, you're playing a game you will eventually lose. Sign number 6. You have no investments. Nothing growing in the background, no retirement account, no stocks, no assets working for you. Everything you have came directly from your paycheck. And if the paycheck stopped, everything would collapse. This is the biggest difference between fake rich and real rich. Real wealth is about owning things that grow, assets that work while you sleep. If your only source of money is your job, you're not rich. You're renting a lifestyle that could disappear tomorrow. Sign number 7. You feel anxious about money constantly. This is the one nobody talks about. The fake rich? They look calm on the outside, but inside there's constant stress. Checking bank accounts nervously, dreading bills, feeling a pit in your stomach when unexpected expenses pop up. Real wealth brings peace, not stress. If money is always on your mind in a negative way, if it keeps you up at night, something is off. And it's probably because the image doesn't match the reality. Now look, if you recognized yourself in some of these signs, don't beat yourself up. Seriously, most people fall into these traps. The system is literally designed to get you to spend more than you have. Banks profit from your debt. Companies profit from your insecurity. Social media profits from your comparison. You're fighting an uphill battle. But knowing the game exists? That's half the fight right there. Once you see the trap, you can stop walking into it. Here's what matters now. Not what you did before, but what you do next. Start tracking your money. Know where every dollar goes. Build that emergency fund, even if it's just $50 a month to start. Stop buying things for an imaginary audience, and start thinking about investments, about things that grow. You don't need to be perfect overnight. You just need to stop pretending and start building. Real wealth is quiet. It doesn't need to perform. And once you have it, you won't care about impressing anyone, because you'll have something better. Freedom. If this hit different, if you're ready to stop faking it and start building for real, subscribe. Next video, we're breaking down how to actually build wealth step by step, even if you're starting from zero. I'll see you there.